Okay, I'm live. Let's see if Nikki's here. Hi guys. I'm so excited to do this tutorial with you. Let's see. I forgot how this works. View. Okay, this works. How are you guys? Yay! Nikki!
Hi!
Hi! Oh, no.
I'm coming.
Good. Hey!
Hi! I've missed you.
I miss you too! How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Your bathroom is...
Okay.
Have you
Thank
got me
you.
there?
It looks so bright and nice where you are.
On here, you mean? It looks bright. That's not the look we're going for.
That's not the look we're going for. Okay.
No.
This is so fun. So.
I have missed doing your makeup so much, so I guess this is about as good as we're going to get today. Just talking through how we created one of my favourite looks ever for the red carpet back in Cannes last year. Can you believe that was almost a year ago?
That's insane. I can't believe that. And it's so sad that we don't get to go to Cannes this year.
I know. I know. Well, I'm going to have a very newborn by then as well.
No, I'm
so at least I'll be busy.
So cute. You're not like, it's not that long now.
3 weeks.
Crazy. I can't believe you did this with me. I'm so grateful that we get like one last tutorial.
One last glam sesh before the baby is here.
Yes. So I have a little table with like all my stuff.
Amazing.
And I hope if you guys are doing this with us at home, you can set up a little table and just like go along with it, right? And you're going to take us through the steps, and then I'm just going to try to create whatever you're doing.
Exactly, because I think the thing with this look, and the reason why I thought this one would be such a good one for us to create, is that this is the sort of thing you can do on any face in any colour and just adapt slightly so that it suits and works. So, yeah. I'm excited. So I have a bare face. You have a bare face.
I have nothing on. I was thinking to start prepping. I have this Summer Fridays mask that I love because it doesn't like peel under makeup. So it's really
okay.
So I'm just going to pop that on. I don't know if you've prepped your face already.
I've done my skincare. So, well, do you know what? I think it's so important though to find products that don't peel under makeup because I know so many do.
And it's so hard to find like good ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never tried that Summer Fridays mask, so I'm gonna have to. But
it goes on so beautifully, and it's really nice under makeup.
Yeah, that makes all the difference. And actually, I did exactly the same with my skin that you're doing now, and I gave it like a little bit of a massage.
Yeah, I always do.
Really, especially here.
And I had a massive headache last night, so I took a pill, and I'm like, I'm like a little shaky. So I hope I'm not gonna,
Well, you look beautiful as ever.
Oh, thanks, honey. So do you. More gorgeous than ever. I love your hair. We're both like rocking the curls.
Yep.
Love it. Like wild. Okay.
And the curls kind of work because that's what Benoit did on the red carpet.
I know. That's what I was thinking. That's why I didn't blow dry it or anything because I was like, this is kind of the way it looked on that picture.
So you put your makeup directly on top of that mask, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Amazing. So the next step that we're going to do is just foundation. I'm going to go straight in with foundation. You can use a primer if you like, but I think when we're creating these looks at home, like it's not really 100% necessary to use a primer, so I'm just going to go straight in with foundation. Great. The one I'm going to use is the Dior Forever Skin Glow, which is this one here. I love this one because it's kind of sheer and glowy, and really easy to blend, and it wears nicely as well. So I think this is a good one for every day and a good one for the red carpet. I don't know what you have with you there.
I have these like little Surat colors that I like.
Do you know, I love those, but I find them so hard to press the thingy.
So hard. And with nails, oh my god, it's worse.
Yes.
It's going to take me a while to get them out.
Yeah.
So bear with me. But you're right, they're really difficult. But I
There's,
love the
they're a beautiful
formula.
foundation. Me too. They're a beautiful foundation, but you just have to
Beautiful.
kind of get your nail right in there and then press a
Exactly.
bit.
Like crack it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think I actually managed to pierce one with my nail at one point.
yeah,
Sure.
I'm sure. So I'm mixing these two colors, and then I'm just gonna, I like to use this little beauty blender.
Okay, I'm gonna use a brush.
Wet it a little bit with this rose spray.
Is that Herbivore?
Yeah.
Yeah, love all that stuff.
Really nice.
Really nice.
And then I've never figured out how to do this. I guess I just like blend it with my finger and then put it on this and then just...
Yeah.
I never really use foundation except when doing like events.
Well, you've got flawless skin, so
well,
you only kind of need...
It was like a filter, but it didn't work out. So now I'm here, filterless.
Filterless and barefaced.
Yeah.
Well, my skin is not so perfect at the moment. Pregnancy has given me some crazy pigmentation, so that's why.
You look gorgeous.
Well, you can't actually. I think I've got good light happening, or lots of light rather, happening here today.
Your skin looks flawless.
In fact, it looks a bit bright now that the sun's gone in behind me. But I've got like pigmentation and melasma that's come up on my forehead here, a little bit here, and on my nose, which I'm sure will go after the baby comes. But for now,
it will.
I'm actually going to talk you through how I cover it too.
That's great. We want to know for when we all going to get pregnant.
You're going to have the cutest baby the world has ever seen when you eventually decide to.
I feel like everyone's having babies and I'm jealous.
Oh, and you're going to be such a gorgeous, lovely mummy.
Oh, thanks,
when you do join the baby club. But I'm going to try and not be one of those mums that just talks about having babies.
I know. I mean,
you know?
I didn't understand that at first because like all my friends went through having babies, and then I was like, can we just stop talking about the babies? But now I get it. You know, it's like it changes your life so much that you just kind of, you know, it's all you can think about, and it's all you can talk about, and I get it.
Totally.
I get it. Okay, I'm not doing too much foundation because I like to do the concealer.
I'm going to try and turn my lights down a little bit because I'm feeling like this is a bit too bright, so just bear with me 1 second.
Yeah. And you guys, if you have questions, like feel free to just like comment and ask. Nikki, do you do foundation? I forget. Do you do foundation on your neck as well?
I always try and blend a little bit down the neck, not too much, because I find that foundation on my neck creases.
Creases, right?
Yeah, and also it depends on what you're wearing.
Yeah, that's true.
Just blend a little bit, especially like around the jawline. You want to make sure that you've got like no obvious lines.
Yeah.
You know, where the foundation starts and ends. So a little bit is always good.
It's always good. Okay.
Beautiful. That looks gorgeous, your foundation. It's so nice, that one, isn't it? Because it's got a lovely sheer dewy texture.
It's so beautiful. That's why I always go back to it, because it's not heavy. It's very dewy, glowy.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see skin through it.
Yes. Love that.
Okay, so next up we're going to do concealer.
Okay.
What do you have there with you? What concealer do you have?
I always use, my favorites are these little Laura Mercier pots. They're so nice, and I have them in a few different colors because they're very creamy, so I like to use them because they don't cake, you know, they don't like add too much. I also like the Nars, but I don't have that because I'm out
the creamy concealer. That's such a cult one, that one. The creamy concealer. I feel like it's so good for so many different skin types.
So,
and
I know everyone looks good in that, and it covers up everything.
Yeah.
So these are my little pots, and I just...
Amazing. Well, funnily enough, I'm going to use a Laura Mercier one too. It's a different one to that. It's actually the Secret Camouflage, because this is so full coverage, this concealer.
It's super dry, right?
It's very dry, so it doesn't crease and it doesn't move. People are asking what foundation. I am wearing the Dior Forever Skin Glow foundation. Yeah. And Elsa is wearing the Surat. What's that one called? The Surat?
I don't know what it's called. I can see here if it's Dewdrop foundation.
Dewdrop foundation. Yeah, that's it.
And
Dewdrop
I
foundation.
used 6 and 5, I think. Yes, 5 and 6.
I find actually it's quite good to mix shades in that one. I remember I was mixing shades when I used that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so concealer wise, I'm going to use a little brush like this. I know you're still using your beauty blender, but I'm actually using, this is a Fenty Beauty, and it's like a synthetic brush. So I find with these that it doesn't absorb too much product and you can still kind of pack concealer onto the skin. So I'm going to show you how amazing this is. Because this, can you kind of see my pigmentation there?
Yeah, I can see it a little bit.
Thanks to the baby.
Yeah.
So actually when you kind of like press this on, it really does make it disappear.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's really effective.
Thank God for makeup, really. Thank God.
I know, right? What would we do without it?
What would we do?
So I'm literally just pressing this. I'm going to go around the edges with a finger and just press, just so that there's no obvious lines where your concealer starts and ends. I always like to kind of do that. What facial hair removal technique do I recommend? I actually think that's such a personal thing that it has to vary from person to person. I have had laser hair removal, so I don't have to deal with any annoying moustaches or anything else. But I think different people vary. So some people like to wax, some people like to thread, some people might want to try laser. But I am also not a fan of this like shaving your face to make your makeup sit better. I actually don't think that that necessarily achieves.
Little like things before it's like a little, it's like a little machine, but I don't like it either. It takes away like the paint buzz.
Exactly. And sometimes that's actually what helps makeup to grip. So this concept of like having nothing on your face and then your foundation sitting well, yes, yeah, it just sits.
Yeah.
So I'm just popping a little bit of that concealer.
We like a little hair, you know?
A little hairy face.
A little hair.
Didn't harm anyone. So random.
So random. Okay, I think that's good. What do you think?
I think that looks beautiful. I think the colour is a perfect match for you as well. Yeah. Really nice. I always think that it doesn't really matter whether you're going for a super dramatic look or whether you're going for something natural. Skin should always be natural.
Always, right?
Yeah, totally. So I want to go in with a tiny bit of powder. You know I'm not a huge fan of powder, but because we've used concealer, this is where I want to just set it.
I'm going to go get a powder. Hold on.
Okay. The powder that I'm going to use, guys, is actually another Dior one. This is the Forever Skin Extreme Control. And this is actually a foundation and powder, which means it's like a pressed powder, but it's going to give you a little bit more coverage. And the reason I like to use this is because it will mattify just like a powder will, but it will also just make sure that you've got a really flawless finish and it doesn't remove your makeup as you apply it. Yeah. I'm just going to literally press that on all the areas that I concealed. Also just... Okay, nice. I love that one too. It's really good, that one. What shade do you use? Is it number 2?
Number 2. You're so good. Yeah, I literally just put it like around my nose.
Yeah,
and under my eyes, because anywhere else I like it really shiny. Yeah. It's very weird doing your makeup in the phone because I don't really exactly know.
You can't see the details.
Yeah. You're like hoping that it's just...
I know. You're hoping it's going to work when you get off camera.
Yeah.
Well, my boyfriend will let me know if it doesn't. Sometimes I come off camera and then he looks at me and he's like, oh,
it's like,
you have an eyelash stuck there today.
That's so funny.
Okay, so we're going to do blush now.
Yeah.
What blush do you have with you?
You did blush before contour.
I'm going to do blush because I'm going to use a liquid blush.
Okay. I have this. So, this is like a cream blush. It's one of my favorites.
Perfect. Yeah.
It's this Shiseido kind of.
So lovely, that one. Really pretty.
Such a pretty color. It makes you look like you're really young and like useful.
Yeah. And happy.
Oh, wait. But do you think I should do, because trick that you taught me was to do this, you know, the Dr. Hosk one?
Yes.
The kind of bronzy tint that you always do on me?
Yes.
So I don't have that because I'm out of it, but I have this other one, this sheer bronzing tint from Dior.
Yeah. I would probably do that first then, if you're going to put that on. Yeah.
Because I feel a bit pale. I feel like I need to...
pop some of that on first. So do you know what I'm gonna, at the same time as you do my bronzing then, I'm actually going to use a powder bronze. I'm just going to use the Guerlain Terracotta Nude, which is a real classic, this one. A little angle brush. And I'm just going to take the under cheekbones and kind of use this almost to sculpt with. And I can see you're doing the same thing. Almost just like...
I'm doing like what you always do to me, but this is a different formula, so I hope it looks good.
I think the nice thing about putting a liquid bronze on top of your foundation is that it almost makes those areas a tiny bit more sheer, which is so kind of fresh and pretty.
And I like to put it on the nose as well, so it really
so cute on you. So cute. Somebody asked how pregnant I am. The answer to that is I am 37.5 weeks, which I never thought I'd talk in weeks. That's like 8.5 months, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah. But you kind of talk in weeks when you're pregnant because you realize that every week is like
so long.
It makes a difference. Yeah. So long.
I mean, but also I feel like this quarantine might be like a nice thing for you right now, like to just be allowed
forcing me to stop working. Everybody keeps saying that. They're like, you would never have stopped working if we weren't in quarantine.
You wouldn't have. I know you. You're such a workaholic. Like you would have just like crushed through your whole pregnancy.
Yeah, I know. I would.
If I were you, I would be like, yeah, this is it.
Would you though? You have a little bit of workaholic in you too. I know you do, Elsa.
Maybe a little. Not as much as you, but
no, maybe not. Okay, so that's bronzer on, and now for blush. I'm going to use the, I don't know whether you can still get this one, but any kind of liquid blush will do. This is the Bodyshop Lip and Cheek Stain in the shade Dark Cherry.
Beautiful.
And it's a little bit like, you know, the Benny tint, that one, where it's kind of like a sheer stain. And I just think when you use like a sheer stain on your skin, it really looks like that colour that comes from within and makes you look really kind of fresh and healthy. So what I've done, you can kind of see there, is I've just popped a little bit on my brush. And then I'm just going to go straight in the apples of the cheeks.
Quite a lot. It's pretty. Okay, I'm going to do the same with this.
Yeah.
So you did a lot. I'm just going to do...
Yeah, that looks so pretty on you. That's a really nice shade.
This is like my favorite color. It's so pretty. It looks like that Instagram filter with like the hearts, you know?
Yes, it does. If we can do our makeup like instant Instagram filters, then that works.
That's the goal, isn't it?
So you can kind of see when I put this on, I put it on the apples of my cheeks, but I also almost blend a little bit across my nose like you did with your bronzer. And then after we've done that, I think let's just move straight onto eyes. I want to give the skin a chance to really settle before we highlight or do anything else to it. So, sorry, pregnancy makes you super thirsty.
Yeah, I just finished my matcha. I wish I still had it.
So next up, where's it gone? 1 second. I'm going to go straight into eyes with a base.
Yeah.
The base I'm going to use is a MAC Paint Pot in the shade Groundwork. I love this one.
Is it sort of like a creamy eyeshadow?
It's a creamy eyeshadow in this kind of like warm, soft, kind of muddy brown, which is a really good shade for like every single eye color. And actually I just saw someone said we've got such different faces and face shapes, which is kind of a nice reason for us to be doing this, because
it's like, fun to see the same makeup on two different people, and also how you like adapt a look to suit your face. Because I feel like a lot of people are just like, oh, I want that look, but it's so important to make it like work with your face and not just like do something straight out of a picture.
Completely. And I feel like this is a look that could work for everyone's face.
Yeah.
I'm literally just popping this all over my eyelids. You can use fingers. I'm going to use a brush because I have nails, so I just find brushes easier.
Okay, I feel like I could use... I don't have that creamy, but I think I'm going to go in with like just a light brown color.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Anything kind of light brown and soft just to go all over the lids as a base.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I don't often watch people doing their own makeup, but there's something really fascinating in just watching someone else's process of the same thing that you do.
Yeah.
If that makes
Because
sense.
everyone does it differently. Like I always bring
Totally.
my here just to create kind of like a more lifted eye.
Lots of people asking what color your blush is because it's so pretty,
Oh,
Elsa.
it's called Sonoya and it's from Shiseido. It is literally the prettiest color.
So nice. Okay, so now that base is on eyes, I'm going to just go one step ahead of you.
Yeah,
and kind of talk you through while you do this. I'm going to use a liner. And on the red carpet to create that look, I use one of my favorite liners of all time, which is a MAC pencil in the shade Costa Riche, which is like a super kind of warm, almost orangey brown, which is so incredible on your bright blue eyes. And I'm not going to use that on myself because I don't have bright blue eyes, unfortunately, as much as I'd like them. So I'm going to use a dark brown. This is a Fenty Beauty Fly Liner in the shade, it's called In Big Truffle. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to like start at the outer corner of my eyes and then kind of line almost all the way across my lids. And the great thing about this technique is I feel like you don't have to be too precise. You can really just almost sketch across your lids and then actually use a brush just to blend and soften and give you that smokiness.
So you don't have to do anything precise in this look, which is good.
Makes it easy.
Do you think that looks even, Mickey?
I think that looks beautiful. Yeah. I like the fact you've gone slightly higher than your socket too, because it just adds to that smokiness.
And do you think I should do the bottom? Did you do it under here?
I didn't, but you could put a little bit on the bottom because what it will give you is that bit of shading once you put your eyeliner on.
Okay.
And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take that brush that I put the base on and I'm going to go over the top of that liner and blend and kind of smudge out that pencil just to give us this soft smokiness. And anyone that watches my Sunday tutorials will know that this is a technique I use all the time where I just put a pencil on and then I almost create this smoky eye using pencil rather than shadow, because I just find you get more depth, you get more intensity.
And you can build much more easier.
You can build easier. I think the only thing that's important to remember is to not use anything that's too waterproof, because it's much harder to blend something that's waterproof. So if you use like a kohl pencil or something nice and soft, then you can get that lovely smokiness. Okay. So also you can judge. You can kind of put it on and then you can see.
And what kind of brush do you use? Like a very fluffy one or a little one?
A kind of in between the two, something little and...
Like that?
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, that would work. I often think with brushes, like you've also got to pick what you feel comfortable with. Some people prefer working with big fluffy ones. Some people like to work with something a bit more precise. I'm putting a little bit of that under my eye as well. Not as much as you, because my eyes are more round than yours, so I just want to elongate the shape a little bit more than you're doing. But that looks beautiful on you.
You think that looks good?
I think that looks amazing, because look how the colour of your eyes pops. So nice.
That's true.
I love. We're going to have so many looks we want to try by the time all of this is over, right?
We're going to bang them out.
Yeah.
Wow, that looks so good on you too. I love that.
It's kind of my go-to, just to have this kind of like smokiness in the corners.
Yeah.
That just helps to give you that slightly kind of lifted, elongated shape. What was the brown shadow that you used beforehand?
So the brown was also a Shiseido one. It's called the Essential Eye Palette. It was just a very soft
almost like a wash of colour.
Yeah. And it's
nice.
It's a good like kind of taupey one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do the other eye. How are you guys doing at home?
Happy Easter, everyone.
Yes, it's Easter.
I forgot to order Easter eggs, so I'm spending Easter with no chocolate.
Nikki,
I know. I know.
you need chocolate.
I know.
And you're pregnant. This is a disaster. I'm gonna
That's even
send you
more
some.
reason to have chocolate. Yeah.
I always have a stash of Swedish chocolate because we all need some chocolate in the house.
It's just, do you know what? I find like, especially at times like this, when sometimes our moods might need elevating, like we just need a bit of chocolate.
I never
You
eat
know?
chocolate except like this quarantine. I've been eating so
So much
much
chocolate.
chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's boredom or if I'm just like I need more sugar or what's going on.
Well, it's a feel-good food in a way, isn't it? You kind of eat it and you're like, okay, I feel a little bit more positive now. I've had some chocolate. I'm ready to go.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I'm doing that thing where I can't actually see whether my eyes are even.
I feel like I haven't seen myself in this much makeup in weeks or years. Okay, I have to fix this corner a bit.
I love that on you. So gorgeous.
It's like taking me back to Cannes and not in my sitting on the bathtub in my bathroom. A bit of the glamour working now.
I'm going to put a little bit of that liner inside my eye too, and I feel like it would be amazing on you to do that, just to kind of...
I never do that, so that would be...
I know. It just... I feel like it elevates the look and it turns it from something a little more fresh into something a bit more sexy.
Yeah, it's more sultry, like...
Exactly. It gives you more of a sultry eye, and it's what we did on the red carpet that day.
Yeah, it makes your eye pop, that's for sure.
I'm doing the same, just going inside my eyes.
Tell me, right, if I'm doing like a terrible job and I look crazy.
No, you're actually very good at your own makeup. I think that's actually why it's such a pleasure to do your makeup, because I know you love makeup, but you also have such a good understanding of makeup. So when I do something on you and you see it and you like it and you're like, yes,
That's so
I know that, and it's good.
I know, but it's also really, I am really good at doing my own face, but it's really hard to find someone or meet someone that does a better job than myself, because like I've been with my face for my whole life. So
yeah.
And you just do stuff that I've never seen before, and you turn my face into, you know, like it's insane. Yeah. Like even with the smallest amount of makeup, like
little details.
Yeah, it's just
dream face. That's why. Hi Patrick, he said he's just on to blush, but it doesn't look as good as Elsa's. I'm sure you look so beautiful, Patrick. I have no doubt. Patrick's an amazing hairstylist friend of mine, who actually probably does look a little bit like a boy version of you. So he probably looks fabulous in the blush. Let's see what other people are saying. Do you have any tricks for very blue under eyes? When it comes to, if you've got a lot of blueness under your eyes, you want to try and neutralize that by going with an opposite color, and an opposite color to blue is orange. So I would go for a concealer with lots of peach. Exactly. Yeah, what else has got there? A little bit of a color corrector. Number one student.
Yeah. Like the one that's sitting like all the way on the front of the class, like.
I love it. It was the opposite of me. I was such a rebel when I was at school. I was like, no, really? I'm just gonna... Yeah.
Mickey, what are you gonna teach your kid?
To not be like I was, for sure. For sure.
So cute.
Okay. So I think that looks amazing. I'm just gonna put a little bit of liner on, like a liquid liner.
Okay, that's my favorite.
Super tricky to do on camera, so I'm gonna just take a little hand mirror.
It's very hard to do on camera. That's true. Which eyeliner are you using?
I'm going to use the Dior Show on stage liner, which is this one here.
Yeah.
You need to try this one if you haven't. It's so easy to use. It's just like it's got like a really precise little tip.
Yes.
Also stays really well. It's a great one, this one.
Love it. Okay, I'm gonna do this Smashbox one.
So what I'm doing, how I'm doing my liner, I'm sorry if I'm blocking it off,
No.
blocking it with this mirror, is I'm actually starting from like halfway along the lid, and that way it kind of keeps this feline shape. You have that feline shape naturally. I'm trying to kind of create it with my eyes a little bit more. So with you, you can keep that line thin.
But you have this really good trick to follow the under.
Exactly,
lash.
exactly. Because that way, it doesn't really matter what the shape of your eyes. If you follow the angle of the bottom lash line, you'll always get a flick in the way, in that kind of direction it should be, if that makes sense.
Love that. That's such a good trick. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do it. No, I don't think I can do it in the camera. It's too hard. Oh.
I know, I figured out a little while ago that actually to look in a camera whilst you're doing your liquid liner and do it like that is just too hard. I don't know how people do it. So I'm creating a little bit more of a flick than I think you're going to do, Elsa. Mine is just because I can't live without my liner. I'm going to do the other eye too.
Okay, I think that's fine.
How do you find doing liquid liner? Do you struggle, or are you quite confident when you're doing your own liquid liner?
This is what I normally do. Like, I don't normally do eyeshadow or anything. I just do the liner.
Just do liner,
very,
yeah.
very lightly. And so for me, I feel like I've had a lot of training doing it, and I just go straight on. Like, I don't, you know.
And it's so true. Practice makes perfect. When it comes to liner, as cliche that is what it is. It really is, because you kind of have to almost make those mistakes for your individual eye shape to know what works.
Exactly. So I am just going to now do a little bit of concealer, because I feel like it helps after to clean up some shade.
Completely. Okay. Completely. I think actually that's such a nice way of making sure that your looks are clean, is just to add a little bit of concealer rather than to kind of wipe around the eyes. Just to have that concealer, almost to use like as an eraser. So what I've done is I've just popped a little bit of a brown shadow just in the corners here, and I'm just going to slightly blend that because I felt like I wanted a little bit more smokiness in that area. Okay, and I'm not going to use a concealer under the eyes because I don't want to overload the area with too much product. So I'm just going to use the foundation brush I applied the foundation with earlier, and you can almost do the same thing with this. Just kind of go under the eyes, make sure no product has dropped, and make sure everything still looks clean. Now I'm loving this top you're wearing. It goes with the eyes so much.
Right, that's what I put on. I was like, this is kind of a
vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Totally a vibe.
Hat vibe.
Okay. And now that's kind of it for our eye look.
Yes.
So it's just like super simple and easy. Now I just want to make sure that there are lots and lots of lashes going on. So I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm using the Kevyn Aucoin lash curlers. These and the Surratt Beauty lash curlers are the best, I think.
Yeah, I have the Kevyn.
There we go. Match. Snap.
The best. Mine is really dirty though, so I'm gonna move it off camera.
Okay, and then I'm gonna start with my mascara. Do you know the crazy thing is, do you remember how long my lashes were, Elsa?
Yes.
They've all fallen out in my pregnancy.
No. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I have like
but they're gonna come
stumps. I'm sure they'll come back, or hopefully. Otherwise, yeah.
Otherwise,
hopefully afterwards.
There's fake lashes, and you're really good at putting them on. So
there's always fake lashes. I might even stick some on today.
Yeah, I wish. Please go for it.
So I'm just
fake lashes.
I love a lash.
I really don't know how to do, so that's why we need you, Nikki.
Well, do you know what? Then I will show you some lashes because I'm just going to show you some really easy ones to use.
Yeah.
The MAC paint pot was called Groundwork.
You're so good at this. Like, how can you read the comments? I don't.
And do my mascara at the same time. I'm a multitasking queen.
You are multitasking.
That's what I tell my boyfriend when he can't multitask. It's like, I can multitask. You should be able to too.
Well, guys are not as good as that. I swear.
Totally. Totally.
Okay, mascara. Sorry, I'm totally losing track. Okay, so I am going to use this Maybelline Push-Up Angel.
Oh, I've never used that one.
It's
you like
this.
Okay.
It's like a purple thing.
Nice.
It's like a little wand. It's one of those comb wands.
Uh-huh. They're great for really getting lots of separation in the lashes.
Yeah. And I feel like this look is very much that.
This is all about lashes, this look.
Yeah.
Like, we did so many individual lashes for that red carpet look when we did it.
Oh, beyond. I don't know how I'm going to.
And you have amazing lashes anyway, but.
Yeah, but on the red carpet, it makes such a difference to have those individuals.
Yeah. And they're so comfortable to wear, right?
So comfortable. You barely feel them.
Which is why I always like to do them, because I just think, actually, it's really important to be comfortable rather than have these heavy lashes that can weigh down, because I've got such sensitive eyes. I can never wear kind of thick, heavy lashes.
And I can't do, like, the full strip ever.
What about a corner lash?
A corner lash is fine, but that whole full strip, I can't. I prefer the little individuals, like the super feather light ones.
It's gone to the hair on my head. Someone said my lashes have gone to the hair on my head. That is true. Pregnancy has been good for the hair on my head. It also can make you really hairy everywhere else, which is very unwelcome. But the lashes have gone. Hair on my head is better, which is good. So I can't completely complain.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put some lashes on now.
Oh my God,
I am going to... Oops. I dropped one. Where's it gone? 2 secs. There we go. I'm going to use my Sultry Corner Lash, which are from Swede Lashes. I'm going to show you what these are like. My hand is covered in makeup now. But just these ones here, they're actually a corner lash. Super easy to use for those of you who struggle to put on lashes, as Elsa was saying. I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on them. They make such a big difference just to have like a great lash. Your lashes are so good. I can see they're looking super sexy with that mascara on.
I'm trying. I need to.
And I love the fact that you do what I do, which is kind of angle them in the direction that you want them to sit.
Yes.
Like those lashes in the inner corner go inwards, and then the lashes in the center go upwards, and the outer corner go outwards. And then you get this fan of lashes around the eye, which is really beautiful.
It really makes a difference in the shape. Like sometimes I'll have a makeup artist that just go like one
direction.
And my eyes look totally different. You know, they don't look as like big and bright and open.
Yeah, totally. But also, if you want to create a more feline shape, then you can always do that purposely sometimes, just to kind of have all those lashes going in one direction.
Yeah.
But I always love that fan shape.
Me too.
So these are the lashes. I'm just literally popping these. So easy. And now I have lashes back again.
Holy smokes, you're so fast.
That is called a lot of practice.
I hope you're keeping up at home, because I... Okay, should I do the bottom too?
Do you know, I know you sometimes don't do the bottom, but I love it.
Only when you do my makeup.
Yeah. I just think it gives you that extra kind of sexiness, but really frames the eye. I think it suits your eye shape. I think you could do a light little bit on the bottom, not too heavy. but especially at the like roots of the lashes at the bottom.
Because it makes such a big difference on me when I do the bottom.
Yeah.
Because I have really long lashes on the bottom.
You do. You do. I'm going to just pop this other corner lash on now.
Okay. It looks messy.
With these.
Don't worry, I'm going to clean it. A slight mess this morning. Do you ever do makeup and you feel like you're a mess? Like everything just goes wrong? And you have to...
Occasionally.
Yeah. What
Not very
about
often.
someone else? Have you ever like totally fucked up someone else? You wouldn't
not for
do
a lot of years. Maybe like
back in the day.
Do you know what? I remember doing somebody's makeup back in the day, and someone else had warned me beforehand. This is a lot of years ago. And someone had said to me beforehand, this person's really, really tricky to do makeup on. And I was like, no, it's fine. Like, you know, I think it's all about good communication, and as long as you establish what someone wants. Anyway, so I started doing her makeup. She told me she wanted a smoky eye, like a heavy smoky eye. So I gave her this heavy smoky eye, and she looked in the mirror and she was like, no, it's just not right. So I was like, okay, well, tell me how you want me to change it. So she said, it's just not enough. I need it darker. I need more smokiness. So I was like, okay. So I kind of added more black to it, and I made it really, really smoky. And then she looked in the mirror and she was like, it's just still not right. And she was getting really stressed out. And she said to me, that little pot of stuff you were using, and it was like a gel liner, you know, like a MAC gel liner, really super black. And I was like, the eyeliner? She said, yeah, will you give it to me? So I said, okay. So I gave her this eyeliner, and she put her finger in the black gel liner. What? And she kind of went all over her eyelids in this messy mess. Oh, and I expected her to be like, oh gosh, I've really made a mistake now. But instead she was like, that's perfect. And I was like, I was just not going to win with that one.
Black eye.
Yeah. Literally. Like a big smudgy black panda eye.
You know, it's better when the client just gets to do what they want.
Exactly.
Like, if that's what make them happy.
Totally. So that's my lashes on. Super kind of quick and easy. Those ones easy to use, easy to wear. Love the kind of smokiness under your eyes, Elsa. That's really beautiful.
Okay, good, because I feel like I read a comment that said ratchet, and I was like, that's me.
Oh no.
Oh my god. So insecure. Okay, here we go. I feel like I did a great job here.
I think you did a great job.
Maybe this eye has a bit of more of a wing to it.
There's always one.
There's always one.
There's always one eye that misbehaves.
But I'm gonna fix it.
And then I am just going to do brows while you're doing that. I have a feeling that you and I are going to be using really different brow products.
Yeah, I wish I had you set up because you do the best brows.
Well, I'm not using what I would normally use on brows because I'm doing my own, and my own brows, as you can all see, are quite thick and dense naturally. So what I'm going to use is this new pen that I tried recently from Galan. It's called Natural Volume Fiber Brow Gel. It looks like this, and it's got this little, like, don't know, almost like weird, groovy, spiky thing that you actually just use to comb through your brows, and then it disperses product. And this is the shade 02, which is a slightly lighter shade than my natural brow colour. So what I find this does is it kind of gives hold and a little bit of colour without making my brows darker, which is exactly what I want. I want them to almost be a little bit more brown.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you can see on the screen that that's slightly more brown than that one.
Yeah.
So it just matches my hair better.
That eyebrow look bomb. Okay.
What are you using in yours?
I'm just putting the gel in, and now I'm gonna go in with a pencil just to do like the little hairs.
Little hair strokes like I do in your. I love doing your brows.
That's how you do it, and I love how you do it.
Yeah.
You make them really thick, like really like wide.
Well, I always like to kind of brush them up first before I put the product in, so then you can see where you need it.
Yep.
if that makes sense. So,
That's exactly what I'm doing.
yeah. So I'm just combing this through so it gives a little bit of volume and hold. And kind of makes them a good colour. I'm kind of happy with this. Definitely like an easy one to have in a personal makeup bag, this one. Okay. And I always think that when you actually look at your makeup, once you've done your eyes, you can sort of see if you need anything else on your skin. I don't know whether you find the same when you're doing your makeup.
Yeah, once it's finished, you can see
yeah.
if you need more concealer, more contour, blush.
Exactly. And I always feel like when my eyes are done, then I always want a bit more blush.
Yeah.
And a bit more contour. So I'm going to do that now. Just with the same products I used before, which is the Guerlain Terracotta Nude Bronze. This one here. And this little angle brush. These you can buy from MAC and from Dior as well. And they are literally like, I have like 5 of them in my like work brush belt. It's such a handy shape brush to use because you can kind of sculpt with them, and they're super soft as well, and they disperse product really nicely onto the skin. Your brows look amazing.
Do they? Okay,
they look so good. I love. Okay, and then just a little more blush.
I think that's good. Okay, so you did a little extra blush.
The eyebrow product, for those that are asking, where's it gone? I just put it down somewhere. It's called Mad Eyes Brow Framer from Guerlain. This one here.
Beautiful.
Happy Easter, guys.
Happy Easter. Okay, wait, I'm not done. I'm going to do a little more. I never did contour, so I'm going to do that now.
I'm just putting a little more blush. What I'm going for now is the Chantecaille cheek jelly, which I'm literally just pressing into the apples of my cheeks now.
That's so pretty. Oh my god.
So nice, isn't it? I feel like you need this in your life. This is...
Wow, I need that. It's so cute.
Shade is called Vibrant, and it's such a perfect pink for like everybody's skin tone. You'd love this one.
I can see that it's so up my alley. Okay. So I always do a little bit of contour just around my lips because you can love that.
I love that trick. I feel like that's one of those things as a makeup artist that you learn from the person's face that you're working on. So you told me about the contour that you do around your mouth, and it looks so beautiful on you.
Like one size bigger, and then I just do a little bit under the nose.
So nice. Like it doesn't work on everyone's face, but
no, maybe not. Maybe it's like about the shading you already have.
Yeah, totally.
But it's kind of a weird thing that you wouldn't think worked, but
it does.
It looks really natural too. Okay, do you think I should do more blush, or is it good?
I think it's good. I love it. I love it. Maybe just let's do a little highlight now if you've got something a bit glowy, just to add some pops of light to this. I'm gonna use
I'm using this Kevin O'Corn. It is so good. It's like
really pretty. Yeah,
wet
it gives you a super glossy kind of dewy wet look skin, doesn't it? It is nice. Doesn't stay that well on me, that one.
No, it doesn't. It moves around, but it's so...
It looks beautiful when it's on though. I'm going to use the Dior Universal Backstage Face and Body Glow, which has got that similar kind of wet finish, but I find it stays a little bit better. So I'm just popping some on the back of my hand. You only need a tiny, tiny bit with this. And this is where I like to use fingers. And you can see this is a really satisfying one as it goes on. It does give you a really beautiful glow.
Wow.
So I'm just literally pressing that at the top of cheekbones. Funny because like I'm watching where I'm highlighting my cheekbones and it's just this upper part here.
Yeah.
Whereas because you've got much kind of wider cheekbones, you're going across, which is the right way.
I'm trying not to go in here.
Yeah. you want to kind of always avoid this kind of central area here, but actually, yeah, that's beautiful. Someone's asked to show the cheek jelly again. It's the Chantecaille Hydrating Gel Cream Blush in the shade Vibrant, which is this one.
I love that brand. Such a beautiful colors.
Such beautiful makeup.
Beautiful. Love. I feel very shiny. I don't know if it's my light, but I think I'm very shiny. I'm going to put a little bit more powder.
You don't look shiny to me. You look dewy and gorge.
Okay, well, how about that?
That's nice. Yeah. I like that little bit of shine you got left on those little areas of your nose. When I do your makeup, I always add that bit of shine here and here.
I know. That's what I take that from you. I always do the same.
Like little touches. And I think that's actually what makes someone look super glowy. It's not necessarily how much highlighter you have on or where you have, like, or, you know, kind of the product that you use, but it's those little touches and where you put it.
Agreed.
Look at your makeup, Elsa. It's like you don't need me in your life. It's beautiful as it is.
Well, I was just following your instructions.
It's stunning.
What about lips?
Lips, I'm going to keep super... I remember what we did on the day was just like a nude, very natural, so I want to do the same. I'm going to use a Nars Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the shade Good Times, which is like a peachy nude.
Yeah, I'm doing this KW Beauty 90s Runway.
Oh, so good. I'm so obsessed with all of the shades that she's created, the KKW liners.
Like, when it comes to lips, like, Kim has it down. She's so good.
Really. The name of my highlighter that I used is the Dior Universal Backstage Glow in the shade 01. And for my lips, what I'm going to do is I've just gone all over the lips with this Nars lip pencil. And I've not overlined apart from in the center at the top here, where I'm going slightly over my natural lip line. Because I find what that does is if you have that kind of fullness in the center of your mouth, it keeps, it still keeps the shape feminine and it keeps it realistic, but it also makes your lips look more full. Pregnancy is also great for lips.
Yeah, it gives you like more juice.
Gives you like big lips. Yeah.
Can't wait. You gotta have something for carrying a child for.
Exactly. I lose my eyelashes, I get some lips. It's fine. And what are you putting on top? Is that one of the KKW lipsticks?
Yes.
Love.
I have to really blend it because it's like very peachy, this color. It's so nice.
I love a peachy nude. That's gorgeous. And actually, I think there's something in the process of like layering your little bit of contour before and then your lip liner and then a lipstick on top that gives you that kind of like 90s pout.
Yeah.
But keeps it still looking realistic and kind of, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like too much because everything's
exactly
really blended.
Everything's nicely blended. Exactly. So gorgeous. That looks amazing on you.
I feel like we're done.
We're done. We're done. I feel like that was super easy. What color is the Nars lip? The Nars lip is called Good Times. This one here. Send through any other questions that you have, guys. While we are still here and able to answer them. You look so beautiful, Elsa.
You feel gorgeous. Like, how do you feel? Are you going to keep this makeup on for the rest of the day?
Do you know, because I've now been like in complete, like full isolation for like a month because I'm pregnant. So obviously I've had to be super safe. So I'm not going out at all. Thankfully, I have a little balcony. So I've been able to get a little bit of sun and some fresh air. So I've not been wearing makeup at all, really, other than when I do tutorials or things like that. So if I ever do put makeup on for something, I definitely keep it on. I want to keep it on all day. I want to enjoy I'm enjoying not wearing it for some certain days, but I'm also enjoying the days when I get to be my old self again.
I feel the same way. Like, if you don't wear makeup every day, you really appreciate when you put it on because then you feel like, oh my God, like I'm back. There's a new energy, you know? Yeah, I'm back. Like I feel
Yeah.
like myself.
Yeah.
Like different versions of yourself. So
Totally. For someone that asked again, it's the Nars Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the shade Good Times that I'm wearing. What do I think about coral lipstick? I love coral lipstick. Coral lipstick, yeah, coral lipstick is so pretty. And also quite an easy way to wear a bright shade, I find, a coral. Like a coral.
Such
Yeah,
a cool shade.
coral would work on you.
With the coral. So
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
What lip color did Elsa use? I used the KKW Nude 1 as a lipstick, and then her 90s Runway lip pencil. And then before that, I did a little contour around my lips so they look a little bit bigger.
Which I love. What do I think about the Dior Backstage foundation? It's one of my favorites. I have it in my kit. Keep it in my kit all the time because it is easily blendable, but it also has that texture that's like skin. So, you know, when it's not too glossy and it's not too matte, and it just literally, you put it on and it looks like your real skin, but also kind of evens out skin tones. So it's one of my favorites that I always have in my kit, that one. Let's see what else we've got here.
I used the Anastasia eyebrow thing to fill in my brows, and then before that I used the gel just to set them. Like, this is one of Nikki's trick, to do the gel, and then when that dries you can see where you need to fill in.
Yeah, so often what I'll do is I'll use actually soap. So a product called Soap Brows, which is literally like soap in a tin, and you just spray a little bit of like a fixing spray or a facial mist directly in the soap. You can also just use like a bar of soap, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
It's actually soap?
It's actually soap. Then you want to try and find something that's not moisturizing.
Okay.
So not moisturizing, ideally like fragrance and color free, and then just literally a little bit of fixing spray in the soap, comb it with a spoolie through the brows, and that gives you like hold and texture and definition, and allows you to just kind of see then what's missing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Which is exactly how you did your brows, which I love.
I love that technique.
Yeah.
Someone asked about the highlighter. It's this Kevin O'Quan. It's so good. Like, it makes your it's so shiny. It's like very liquidy.
Yeah, it's like that dewy, glossy skin.
Exactly. It's
Pretty
almost like an oil where it's like,
yeah,
so glossy.
Yay.
Okay, are we
perfect?
Are we done?
I think we're done. I think if any of you have got any more questions, then you can just comment on the picture that I posted saying I was going to do the tutorial today, and I'll try my best to answer. You look so beautiful, Elsa. I mean, I just want you to walk the red carpet now.
So good. I know. We are like ready to take over the world now.
Yeah.
not go to the living room couch.
To the living room couch to eat chocolate.
I'm gonna serve